Have you ever wondered what it would be like to live in a world with no sound? Not just for a day, but for your entire life. Not being able to sing along to your favorite songs, have normal conversations with your friends, or hear the nature every time you walk outside. This is what life would be like for deaf children in our world today. Because of the parents wanting a better life for their children, Hands and Voices has been that hope. Today I will be talking to the class about a nonprofit organization called Hands and Voices, also known as HNV. I will be sharing with the class today the history behind HNV and what this organization has done to benefit families with children that are deaf. The first thing that we are going to be talking about today is the history behind HNV. HNV became an idea because of an exhibit that was created in the early 1990s in Washington, D.C. called Silent America. Silent America was intended to raise positive awareness of deaf community and aspects of deaf experience. HNV was started by parents in a support group in Colorado. In a 2003 article found on HNV's website, Michael Forster, who was a parent of the startup group, shared, "We wanted a group that would grow and create strength and unity in their community. One that would support our cause and help deaf children in our world today." The first chapter was started in Colorado, but shortly became national within the first year after many families were hearing about HNV and everything it had to offer. Jenna Bryant, who is the vice president of Hands and Voices, stated, "Hands and Voices started growing so quickly that we were still developing a plan for how to start a chapter in your state after several chapters were already up and running." The real question is, how has HNV benefit families and children that are deaf of hearing? In a 2007 article, Pam Sullivan, president of Hands and Voices, declared the mission. Hands and Voices is dedicated to supporting families with deaf children who are hard of hearing with a basis around communication models. We're a parent-driven, nonprofit organization providing families with research, networking, and information that they need for communicating and educational outcomes for their children. HNV allows families to communicate with one another through journaling on the websites, on their chapter's website, and setting up fundraisers and conventions so that they get a chance to meet one-on-one. Improving education and social outcomes for children who are deaf or hard of hearing is the main goal for HNV. Jennifer Day, who is on the board of HNV, remarks, "We help each other by sharing ideas and advice, collaborating on projects, and passing information that interest each other." HNV also holds camps in the summer that gives not only the parents but the kids a chance to interact with each other. Stated on HNV's page, as our identity has grown, we have been able to influence greater exposure and opportunity for new Hands on Voices chapters and children around the world. As you can see, there's been many facts and information that I've shared about this nonprofit organization called Hands and Voices. Being able to have an organization in many states that reaches out to families with troubled children has been very successful for these families. I have shared with the class today the history behind HNV and how this organization has benefited families with children that are deaf or hard of hearing. Once again, imagine your life with no sound, and how different that would be. Thanks to Hands and Voices, it has gave not only the families but the children an opportunity and hope. Thanks for your time.